rescue the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, and the president of ArmsTech, Kenneth
Nossa, que
Baker.
parto, até que enfim eu
They're
consegui.
both being held as hostages.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Até que enfim eu consegui.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie. What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo, only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Bom, por enquanto tá indo tudo bem. Aqui, agora é a hora.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the US government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Meu idioma é português, rapaz. Tudo bem? Boa noite, buenas noches. Tudo jóia? Eu tô só esperando os amigos entrarem pra eu começar aqui. Metal Gear Solid 1, você não conhece? É um jogo do primeiro PlayStation. É um jogo de 1998. Já jogou algum deles? É um jogo. Não conhece mesmo? É um jogo de espionagem. Tem que ir nele de maneira furtiva, sem ser visto. Ah, entendi. É um jogo legal. Tem uma última versão dele para o PlayStation 4 e para o Xbox. O último jogo da franquia. É divertido. É que eu já tô no último chefe, né? Então não tem mais essa parte de escondido. Agora é só enfrentar ele e pronto, você vai ver. É um tanque gigante. Você vai gostar. Só tô terminando aqui de compartilhar o link com os meus amigos e eu já começo. É legal, você vai gostar. Tem muito jogo. Muito jogo mesmo. É que eu tô deixando rolando aqui o briefing do jogo, que são as conversas antes da missão começar. Mas é bem legal, você vai gostar.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko. She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
She's built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
At her home in Los Angeles.
California. Seems like a million miles away.
Só mais 2 minutinhos eu vou começar, tá? Vixe, eu jogo um monte de jogo, mas ultimamente eu tenho jogado mais o jogo assim, né? Com tema meio guerra e tal. Então eu jogo mais jogo de luta, assim, ou de corrida. Eu não tenho jogado muito outras coisas, não. Mas eu também não. O único competitivo que eu jogo assim mais é luta. Esses jogos assim eu gosto de jogar mais o jogo single. Gosto de RPG também, mas eu tenho jogado pouco. Eu tô com pouco tempo. Bom, acho que eu vou começar. Senão vai ficar muito tarde. Não posso jogar até muito tarde hoje. Você vai ver, é legal. Você vai entrar meio no meio do bolo, né? Porque eu já tô quase no finalzinho. Mas é esse tanque grandão aí que eu vou enfrentar. Ah, eu sou muito noob mesmo, Denis. E aí, Henrique? Aí, Henrique, o Metal Gear. Aqui o Aqui o esquema é jogar as granadas para deixar o radar dele cego. E aí eu atiro com o Stinger lá no radar dele. Essa primeira parte é ali. Nossa! Comecei bem. Espera aí que eu já leio. Ele é lazarento, se eu vacilar. Tô jogando mal. Que filho da mãe, desviou. Aí, primeira parte eu passei. Me divirto, Henrique. Racho o bico com vocês. Primeira parte eu já passei.
miss you.
You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. But every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Só tomando spoiler, cara. Mas é legal essa parte.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
E aí, Gustavo?
No! Fire the
Essa frase dele é da hora, né?
Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Acho muito louca essa frase dele.
now!
I can't do it. It's no good.
I can
Can't do it. I can't do it.
After Zanzibar, I was
No, I
taken
can't
from
do
the
it.
battle.
It's no good.
Neither
I can't
truly
do it.
alive,
I
nor
can't
truly
do it.
dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon, it will finally end. Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Nossa, eu tô hoje... Meu Deus, tô presa fácil. Pô, me pegou ainda. Nossa, deixa pra funcionar aqui. Nossa, que ridículo foi agora, hein, meu? Eu morri? Nossa, eu morri, que ridículo, cara.
Snake, what happened? Snake!
Hum? Cara, não, foi o Snake que fala pro Raiden, né? Não é o Ocelot que fala pra ele. Nossa, sem chefe foi ridículo, mano. Vou ter que matar ele tudo de novo. Que lástima. Não tô conseguindo enxergar o Snake. Cara, sem chefe é horrível. Olha, eu vou perder tudo. Ridículo, sem granada pra cegar ele. Foi engraçado, os dois morreram juntos, né? O tiro dele arrancou 2 barras minhas e eu morri. Vou cortar, já.
Now,
It's no good. I can't do it.
I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was
Não tem como desviar dos mísseis na raça.
neither
Você
truly
viu que eu fui,
alive
tomei um monte de
nor
tiro.
truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
Pronto, vamos lá, vai. Acho que é essa aqui que é a chefe. Stinger. Morrer de novo. Morri de novo. Que bosta.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Cara, eu não lembro de ter só esse pacote de chefs aqui, cara. Ai, ai. Pô, ele me tirou a... Marca ele no radar, cara. Que saco, eu tô apontando no negócio. Não, essa parte é legal, mas é porque eu só tô morrendo porque eu tô sem chefe. Se não fosse isso,
In front of you.
No, I can't do it.
é facílimo passar dele.
I can't do it.
Eu não sei porque que eu tô com pouca granada. Não usei muito.
Taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon, it will finally end.
Puta que me pariu. Olha isso, né? Ah, vai, caceta. Porque ele volta desde o começo. Se você morre aqui, você volta desde o início. Você não volta para a segunda parte da batalha. Você volta desde o começo, quando você tem que destruir o radar. Cara, como eu posso perder um chefe fácil desse? Marca no radar. Eu coloquei a granada e foi pro PSG1. Tomei um tiro de graça. Ou não matou?
Now, in front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, it will finally end.
Vai. Puta merda, mano. Nossa, pelo amor de Deus.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
Nossa, foi ridículo agora. Nor. Nor enemy nor friend. Agora 2 horas de conversa sobre o desenho Fantasy.
Sleeping late as usual, a snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were. as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now.
Muito infantil o
With all the
motivo dele.
liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to
Muito
be.
mal resolvido com o pai.
We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Apanhou, né, meu? Desde 1984 tomando surra.
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments! 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Sim, virou moda na época, né? Tudo era sobre clone. Foi a temática do final, até a novela saiu.
What?
Não teve uma novela na época também que era sobre clonagem?
Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection.
Por que eu sou
It's
colado?
called the selfish
Não entendi
gene
também.
theory.
You're telling me that your genes are
Você
ordering you
curte
to
o
save the
dublador de São
genome
Colado?
soldiers?
You can't fight
Yaco.
your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind
O
you.
clone, verdade, é o nome da novela.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do?
Não, o narrador do Liquid é sensacional.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over
Eu acho ele
active control of this
o
operation.
dublador
He's on his way there by
desse,
AWACS.
desse jogo. Acho que ele é o melhor, cara. É o que atua melhor, mais até que o David Hayter.
B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying
Ah, entendi. Mas o narrador
surface-piercing
o
tactical
dublador,
nuclear
né,
bombs.
What?
do
Metal Gear is
Sokolov é legal.
Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is,
Acho que
Foxhound
foram...
was already
Teve
the
o
subject
jovem,
of
né,
an
o Josh
undercover
Keaton,
investigation.
aí o Patrick
Mel was
Zimmerman
transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as
e
a way of
o Troy
manipulating
Baker
me.
3, né?
Those
São três.
bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel...
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the
Eu não sei
DARPA
de
chief
cor,
is
cara.
already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for
Sim,
us.
igualzinho, né? Aqui, chupado.
Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you. Have at you, Snake.
Pera aí que eu já respondo. Nossa,
Wrong, Snake! Better hurry. It's going to blow. Nice shot. Better hurry. It's going to blow. What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry. It's going
Esse
to
delay tá me
blow.
atrapalhando. Eu tô ouvindo pelo retorno. Às vezes eu acho que eu tô batendo nele, eu não tô, porque eu não ouço o barulho. Ó, eu não pego. Que eu não tô ouvindo pela caixa, eu tô ouvindo pelo gravador. Vamos lá.
How about you, Snake?
Não vou parar da próxima vez. Mesmo que eu não ouça o barulho. Um chute dele.
What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot. Better hurry. It's going to blow.
Tô louco, meu. Ô, saco.
Out of time.
Ruim demais com esse delay. Não ouço se a porrada tá pegando ou não.
How about you, Snake?
Porra, cara.
What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot.
Porra, mano.
Better hurry. It's
Pega o
going
combo
to
inteiro.
Better hurry. It's going to blow. What's wrong, Snake? Better hurry. It's going to blow.
Oh, caramba.
Out of time.
Vou morrer de novo. Oh, meu Deus do céu.
Snake!
Mete um Hadouken. Tá ruim o som? Ele não tá sincronizado?
Meryl! Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive! Thank God.
Meryl? Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
Mete um
And
Hadouken.
things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like
Ô
you.
louco, cara.
You're a strong
2
woman.
segundos?
Fighting them made me
Mas você
feel
diz o
closer
meu
to
da
you.
câmera ou você diz o do
I felt
jogo?
like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive.
Me diz aí se melhorou.
Snake, I
Devia ter
wanted
dito isso pra mim no começo.
to see you again.
Meryl.
Não, o meu eu sei que tá mesmo, porque eu tô usando a câmera no Wi-Fi. Eu não tô usando ela no cabo ali, porque tá ruim, não sei porquê.
Snake, it's me. Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the
Estranho.
loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in
Isso não
front?
aconteceu das
No,
outras vezes,
it's
né?
a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon,
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him? Where's Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Snake.
Meryl. It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Tô acabando aqui
Looks
já.
that way.
Tá?
Too bad.
Tá tudo bem. Tá bom.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up. on, Snake. Hurry!
Vamos lá, vamos finalizar isso aqui.
I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera. Damn, no keys. All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in. Fire that machine gun with your weapon button. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
Então, eu achei engraçado isso, né? Ele fala que eles iam cair, o Snake foi pulando na perna ali e tal. É bizarro isso, né?
We'll never make it. Snake. Okay, Snake, let's go. We're not out of the woods yet. Here they come. We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Cara, impressionante como ele não atira nos caras direito.
You did it, Snake.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet!
Liquid!
Look, Snake, daylight. We're gonna crash.
É muito ruim. No Twin Snake essa parte é bem melhor de jogar. E daí você pode usar a primeira pessoa. Enfim, vamos ficar quieto e curtir o final que a gente ganha mais.
Meryl, are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
Die. Apertar select na desistir da tortura. Se você resiste à tortura, você salva ela. Se você desiste, ela morre.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
Qualquer semelhança é mera coincidência.
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place
Não,
to
hoje eu vou
die.
parar. Já deu o tempo aqui, terminando o final aqui eu vou parar. Aí eu vejo se no final de semana eu começo o Sons of Liberty. Ou vou para outro jogo, não sei.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about
Se vocês quiserem,
When
eu
am I gonna
continuo.
go?
Se vocês forem assistir,
That's up to
aí
you.
quando eu for transmitir o próximo
What do you
jogo,
mean?
eu transmito o Sons of
Everybody
Liberty.
dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them
Vou jogar o
into
do
soldiers.
Xbox para a imagem
The
ficar
most you
melhor.
can say about DNA is that
Que eu
it
não vou
governs a
jogar
person's
lá na
potential
sala
strengths.
a versão HD, vou continuar jogando os quadradinhos.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes.
Ele roda no dobro da resolução do PS2, então eu vou escolher ele.
Life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And
So then live.
Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today,
Que loucura,
I've
que
lived only for
papai.
myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Esse final não combina com o Snake, né?
Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
Red Pill. Aí tá chegando a conversa do Ocelot com George Sears. Ele escreveu junto com o segundo? Isso eu não sabia, não. Essa é, acho a mais bonita da série, nunca vi. Eu não entrei no Steam, Breno. Foi por isso. Pode ficar tranquilo, eu não esqueci não. É que eu não entrei no Steam. Eu trabalhei até as 5 e aí preparei as coisas aqui pra fazer a live mais cedo hoje pra eu terminar e agora ir assistir um filme. Mas eu vou adicionar sim, pode ficar sossegado. Não, a minha música favorita de todos os jogos é essa aqui. Acho muito bonito. Uma música esperançosa, assim, eu fiquei emocionado quando eu ouço ela. Deus.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Claro que tem. Tem que usar. Se não usar essa música, eu fico chateado.
The entire
Aí,
unit
agora.
was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Nossa, meu ranking é uma vergonha. Essas mortes que eu tive hoje, eu morri 5 vezes, cara. Que vergonha. Que ridículo. Enfim. Faz parte. Deixa eu salvar aqui. Realmente está com atraso, que eu tô, pelo menos no meu áudio, eu não sei aí. Bom, vou ficar por aqui então. Beleza? Vou desligar. Quem que tá aí? Gustavo, Elder, Breno. Quem é o quarto? Não sei quem é o quarto. Valeu, meu amigo. Obrigado. Vou embora nessa, beleza? Aí eu vejo no final de semana, aí eu ajusto o videogame certinho pra fazer do 2. Na European Extreme não é pra mim não, cara.
Disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago.
Mas tudo bem.
Attacked and captured by next
Beleza?
generation special
Vou nessa então.
forces.
Abração.
Led by members
Valeu.
of Foxhound.